Welcome back to Hot Water Wrestling, everybody, and I am back with a Blu-ray update. I realize that it's been a while since I've done a Blu-ray update. I looked like my last one was January 4th. I've been slacking on the DVD updates, indeed. Just don't have the space right now to do DVD reviews like I used to. I want to get back into it. I mean, I got plenty of wrestling stuff to review, but obviously this is a movie update, so the ones I've seen I'm going to give a few comments on what I thought of them. But I got quite a bit here. Whoa, there it goes, falling apart. Some new releases, some older catalog stuff that I got on sale. I'll start off with the first one, of course, Ghost Protocol, the new Mission Impossible. This is the 3-disc limited edition set from Best Buy. I suppose you get a second disc with a lot more bonus features than the standard release comes with. You also get the DVD here, but this is the Best Buy exclusive Ghost Protocol. This movie was just amazing. Really kick-ass. Never thought it would be this good. When I heard they were making a new one, I was very happy. Because it's hard to, picture Tom Cruise in any positive light, but he's kind of putting that behind him now. But discs aren't that impressive. But anyways, it had been a while since Tom Cruise really had a hit, back to true form. And it's not really about just Tom Cruise. It's just, Mission Impossible was a kick-ass series. And it's just great that they're keeping it going. So I was happy about that. I went to go see this, and it just exceeded all of my expectations. It has some of the coolest action scenes you've ever seen. The sandstorm scene. All those that have seen this movie know that it's just breathtaking and badass. So if you like movies like this, then put this at the top of your list, because this movie is an A+. You will be entertained, I promise you that. Next is Drive. Little movie that a lot of people have talked about lately. If you saw, I guess a few weeks ago, I did a contest. Well, I didn't do a contest, but I participated in someone else's contest, and I picked this movie as kind of a sleeper hit for the year. This is a fantastic movie. It'll definitely suck you in once you start watching it. You won't be able to stop. And boy, does the blood fly. But movie about a getaway driver who basically, I don't want to spoil it, but if you like, crime dramas, get this movie, Drive. Won't let you down. All right, here's a catalog release I got for cheap. In fact, these next three are. I'll go with these next. Yeah, I got 5 here. All these were under $10. I think I got all of them at Amazon. I did. The Illusionist. Great movie. If you've never seen this, this is a top-of-the-line thriller right here. Can't say enough good things about this movie. It'll keep you guessing until the very end. It's a very, very, very cool movie. Next is The Fighter. Another movie I just had to own. This is a spectacular film. It's based on a true story. It's just got impeccable acting by both Christian Bale and Mark Wahlberg. If you haven't seen The Fighter, definitely get out there and see it. Pretty self-explanatory to what it's about. It's about a boxer, a fighter. Scott Pilgrim saves the world. Got this for $7.99. You can still get it for $7.99 right now on Amazon. This is just a really unique, different film based on a comic book, actually. And the first time I saw it, I guess I wasn't really in the mood. And it didn't go over my head at all. It just it was just a weird watch, I guess. And I usually like weird movies and everything, but then I caught it again a couple weeks later, and I just fell in love with the movie. It's really, really funny, really witty, really smart. If you like those kind of films, you'll love this. these people are basically in like a kind of a video game world. It's real life, but they're kind of in a video game world at the same time. Scott Pilgrim Saves the World. I'm sure most of you have heard about these movies already, a lot of them. Here's another one, very popular film here, The Prestige. Another movie about a magician. Strange, you got two movies about magicians here. These movies actually came out in the same year, very close together, very strange. And they're both excellent movies. I can never really tell which one I like better. I guess The Illusionist is a little. The Illusionist here is a little more lighthearted than The Prestige, but at the same time, not really. I guess I would say it just is a little more of a lighthearted film. The Prestige is a very, very dark, deep kind of, drony movie, but it's a really, really, really good film. One you'd watch a bunch of times. It keeps giving. This is by the director of Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, Inception, Memento, Insomnia. Christopher Nolan. Another masterpiece by him in The Prestige. Oh, and then this one right here. This was one of my favorite movies of the year right here. Excuse me. One of my favorite movies. Well, not this year, but last year. I guess it says 2010. I guess from 2010. It's been that long already. Shutter Island. Doesn't matter if you don't like Leonardo DiCaprio or whatever stipulation you have here. You gotta watch this movie. It's fucking awesome. It's a brain buster. It's just really exciting film. After I saw this movie, I was completely jacked up. I saw this in the theaters the day it came out, and I thought it was going to be more kind of like a cop movie kind of thing, but no, it's a psychodrama that's just unreal. Let me know what you thought about this in the comment box. If you haven't seen it, definitely get out there and see it. Don't watch it too late at night unless you plan on staying up for a couple hours afterwards, because it just really gets your adrenaline going. Next is Hugo. Great film right here by Martin Scorsese, same guy who made this movie. But quite the opposite. This is just a really fabulous movie altogether. I guess it could be a family movie, but it's just a movie for everybody. Very interesting film, very unique and original, brilliant costumes, sets, acting. Just a really refreshing movie to see. I highly recommend this. It says down here a masterpiece, and I would agree. Great film for any age. And here's a indie movie. It's called Stakeland. It's a post-apocalyptic film about vampires. And vampires have kind of taken over at least America in this movie, and there's very few humans left scrounging to survive these vampires who are just eating them all. The premise of this movie is very good. One thing that bothered me about this was the score, the soundtrack. It was so boring. It was just like ding ding on the piano. It just was not a very interesting soundtrack. Had the soundtrack been better, the movie would have been way better. And I don't normally say that because when you watch a film, though the soundtrack should stick out some, for the most part, the soundtrack, you shouldn't even think about it. It should just be a second nature piece of the film. It shouldn't stand out too much. Of course, there's some spots in films where the soundtrack does stand out. Okay? Or in a musical like the next movie I'm going to show you. It's very important. It's very important in every movie. Soundtrack is half the movie, but most great films, unless those of iconic soundtrack like a Star Wars or an Indiana Jones, but most films, when you watch them, you're not thinking about the soundtrack as you're watching the movie as much as you're just into the entire thing as a film and the soundtrack. You understand what I'm saying? This soundtrack really took away from the movie, in my opinion. The movie, it's kind of low budget. It's worth watching. I got it for cheap. Picked it up. I think it was like $8 or something. I took a gamble. I love vampire movies. Anything that has to do with a vampire, I like to check out. So I would say if you like vampires and stuff like that, it's definitely worth seeing. But it's not really the greatest movie in the world. And then the last pickup here is classic, The Blues Brothers, where the soundtrack really matters. Great movie. Obviously, if you don't know about this film, you probably don't want to know. But one of the great comedies of the 80s. Classic movie with John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd. You can go look up this film, and it's awesome. Anyways, that is my Blu-ray pickups. I hope you guys are having fun. I will talk to you next time on Hot Water Wrestling.